Yeah, it's a beautiful place.
Good.
Maybe one a couple of weeks each time.
Okay, we're going to call the meeting to order. This started around times. We do have 3 public hearings, and the first one kicks right off at 7:30. So call the meeting to order Wednesday, October 16th at 7:30 p.m.
Councilwoman Selby,
Present.
Councilman Cardicchini,
Not present.
Supervisor Keating,
Present.
Councilwoman Lukacek,
Not present.
Councilwoman Martin.
Present.
Councilwoman Martin, will you please lead us in the Pledge of Allegiance?
Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Okay, again, folks, we do have a public hearing that's scheduled right at 7:30 tonight, so we are going to skip over our regular business temporarily, and we're going to go right, if you're following along in the agenda, to the new business. And item number 3 is our first public hearing, and that is a public hearing for establishment of Deanna Drive Extension Subdivision Lighting District. And this is October 16th, 2024, and the public hearing reads as follows. Notice is hereby given that the town board of the town of Boston, New York, the town will meet at Town Hall, 8500 Boston State Road, Boston, New York, on the 16th day of October 2024 at 7:30 p.m. for the purpose of conducting a public hearing upon a petition to establish the Deanna Drive Extension Subdivision Lighting District, as hereinafter described, at which time will be placed, said town board will meet to consider such a proposition to hear all persons interested and in the subject thereof concerning the same. The petition concerns the residential subdivision known as Deanna Drive Extension. A description of the boundaries of the proposed district is all listed in the public hearing. I won't read it. It's quite extensive. But without further ado, this is all by the town order of the town board and Sandra L. Quinlan, town clerk, and we are an equal opportunity employer. The public hearing is open for the Deanna Drive subdivision. If anyone would like to come up to the microphone, please do so at this time. And this again is only pertaining to the Deanna Drive subdivision lighting district.
Jay Jackson, 7964 Back Creek Road. We currently have 3 lighting districts at this time, correct? We are proposing a 4th.
This is for the parcels pertaining to the Deanna Drive subdivision only.
Okay. The tax levy, is it the same for all residents, or does it depend on your lighting district?
Depends on the lighting district.
Okay.
If you don't have lights, you don't have to pay the lighting tax.
Correct.
Okay. Okay. And the tax levy is based on the number of lights, the amount of energy that's actually used, correct?
What is being proposed? Yes. So you take the fixtures, the infrastructure, everything there, and then that price is broken up per parcel, as Councilwoman Sully stated, because they're receiving the benefit from that district. So that is why the tax is levied, and that's how you establish the rates and all that go along with that.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Anyone else? I'll pause for one more moment. Okay, hearing no further comment, the public hearing is closed for the Deanna Drive Subdivision Lighting District. All right, our next item actually is not until 7:40, so we have a couple of minutes, so I am going to bounce back. My apologies. Just want to give people ample time because there is a public, full disclosure, there's a public notice that was put out there. Our next public hearing is scheduled at 7:40 p.m., so we'll continue moving forward with our regular agenda. We're moving now back to regular business, which is item number 2 under our board meeting packet. And the first item is the correction and adoption of the minutes from the October 2nd, 2024 town board meeting. And Councilwoman Martin, would you like to take that item tonight?
Yes, Supervisor, I had a moment to go over the draft of the meeting minutes from October 2nd, 2024. I find no issues, so I make a motion to accept the minutes as reported.
A second.
Councilwoman Selby,
Yes.
Supervisor Keating,
Yes.
Councilwoman Martin.
Yes.
Motion carried.
All right, item number 2 under our regular business tonight is the consideration of all fund bills. And Councilwoman Selby, would you like to take that item tonight?
Thank you, Mr. Supervisor. After reviewing the fund bills, I'd like to make a motion to make payment of $156,869.87.
I'll second.
Councilwoman Selby,
Yes.
Supervisor Keating,
Yes.
Councilwoman Martin.
Yes.
Motion carried.
Okay, a bunch of correspondence. It's been a busy couple of weeks. We have 22 items. All these items are are part of the town board packet and also on file in the town clerk's office, and they are as follows. Item 1 is the town clerk's report for September 2024. Item number 2 is the dog control officer report for September 2024. Item 3 is the income statement for September 2024. Item number 4 are the cash balances for September 2024. Item number 5 is the 2025 tentative budget presentation. Item number 6 is a letter of resignation from Constance Barrowald, our deputy town clerk. Item number 7 is the Erie County Department of Environment and Planning public notice, a 30-day period for public review of the Southeast Agricultural District number 15. Item number 8 is a press release dated October 2nd, 2024 from NYSEG announcing more community connection events in Erie County. Item number 9 is the NYSEG and RG&E Climate Resilience Workshop Group presentation. Item number 10 is the proposed solar project located at 9549 Knoll Road, and that's in the town of Eden. There's quite a bit of documents there, but just as I stated, this is in the town of Eden, not in the town of Boston. There's a requirement to notify adjacent municipalities. That's why it's in part of our board packet. Item number 11 is a memo from the Erie County Department of Environment Planning, which is the 2025 and 2026 CDBG, which is a Community Development Block Grant Project Application Briefing. Item number 12 is the New York State DEC Managing Mercury Thermostats. Item number 13 is the New York State DEC Carpet Recycling legislation. Item number 14 is an event, which is a Dare to Repair Cafe, Fix It, Don't Ditch It. Item number 15 is a circular for October for a month of sustainability. Item number 16 is a memo from Erie County Department of Environment and Planning, Division of Sewer Management, Sewer District number 3, which is the 18 Mile Creek Sewer Line Stabilization Mitigation Project, contract number 79. This directly applies to the town of Boston. There's a sewer line that crosses over 18 Mile Creek, and that bid opening is tomorrow, which is Thursday. And hopefully we'll get some more updates on that for folks. And I do appreciate the residents that brought it to my attention that there's an exposed sewer line in the 18 Mile Creek. So thank you. Item number 17 is the NYMER, which is the New York Municipal Insurance Reciprocal Heavy and Extra Heavy Trucks Working Battery Disconnect Switch Installation. Item number 18 is the Erie County Southeast Agricultural District number 15, which is an 8-year review, which is currently underway. Item number 19 is Labella's Boston MS4 Kickoff Meeting Agenda, and MS4 is a municipal separate stormwater sewer system. Item number 20 is a Superior installation proposal for the Highway Garage spray foam. Item number 21 is an application for use of meeting facility from the South Towns homeschoolers. And last item is item number 22, an application for use of meeting facility for the Girl Scout Troop 34715. And that is it for the correspondence. Again, all on file, the town board packet and in the town clerk's office for review. Moving along to new business tonight, our requests from the floor. We do have about 2 minutes. I don't know if there's any requests from the floor, but I will open up the floor. I may, respectfully, I may pause people so we can stay on track with our public hearings, but I will open up the floor. If anyone would like to come up and speak to any business regarding the town, the floor is open. Please come up to the microphone and state your name and address, and please try to keep it to 3 minutes each. The floor is now open. Nobody.
Hi, my name is Allison Kozier. I am the assistant to the supervisor. I just wanted to give a public kudos to Ellie Prechek, who is our bookkeeper, on a fantastic budget presentation. We had a lot of employees show up and quite a few residents. So I hope we can get a bigger turnout next year. Ellie puts her heart and soul into this, and it's really one of the best in the state, if I'm honest. So if you weren't able to attend, it's on the website under her webpage under bookkeeper. So just a big thank you to her because she puts a lot of work into it. That's all.
Thank you. Deputy, if I might pause you, where it's officially 7:40, but I'll open that floor back up in a few minutes here. All right. So once again, we have a few public hearings scheduled, and sometimes we have comments, which is why we break these up in the timeline. So now moving on to new business, it's item number 4, which is a public hearing for the Federal Community Development Grant. And the public hearing reads as follows. A public hearing will be held on October 16th, 2024 at 7:40 p.m. Eastern Prevailing Time at the Boston Town Hall, 8500 Boston State Road, Boston, New York, regarding the use of a federal community development funds in the town of Boston. The town of Boston is eligible for federal community development grant under Title I of the Housing and Community Development Act of 1974, as amended. The purpose of the hearing is to provide an opportunity for citizens to express to the community development and housing needs and to discuss possible projects which would benefit low and moderate income persons in the town of Boston. Citizens are urged to attend this meeting and to make known their views and or written proposals of the town of Boston's selection of potential projects to be submitted for possible funding by the Federal Community Development Program. The hearing will also present a review of prior community development projects and expenditures and a discussion of eligible activities. This was dated October 2nd, 2024, published October 4th, 2024 by order of the town board, Sandra L. Quinlan, town clerk. And again, we are an equal opportunity provider and employer. The public hearing for the Community Development Block Grant Funds is now open. If anyone would like to come up and speak, please come up to the microphone and state your name. The public hearing is now open. Nobody. Pause for a moment. Just one. Going once, going twice. All right, hearing no comments. The public hearing has been closed for item number 4 tonight. Let's see here. Yeah, I got a couple minutes, so we'll keep on moving along. So the open floor session, we'll go back to that now since we're in open decorum here. Deputy, would you like to come up to the microphone? You're welcome. Thank you for coming out tonight.
Deputy Miller again from the community engagement team. Just want to give you a brief rundown of what's been going on since we met last. Followed up with some of the traffic complaints in town. Did some traffic details, as we call them. Some contact with some local residents about more of a time frame and for certain vehicles. I did have some good results. I got a couple, so it's good. We're able to report to the county when that time comes.
Good.
Met with Boston Valley School, myself, other members of the team, working hand in hand with their SRO and the chief of Orchard Park, just with manpower and other issues. We're showing more of a presence there. Don't be alarmed. It's normally routine. Some people were calling the school like, why the sheriff's there? It's just a routine. We're just popping in and out random times, doing a walkthrough. We did evacuation drill with them. We helped them cross Boston State Road.
Nice.
Coming up, I have a trunk or treat with Boston Fire. I'll be at, hopefully a good turnout, nice day, see some kids. And other than that, I'll give my stats next month. We'll just do it monthly.
Okay.
Town. Any questions or anything? I also have some cards I can give you guys now.
Yay.
I got cards. All right.
He's official.
It is. See, we're just talking about it downstairs. That perfect.
I don't think so.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah, thank you, Debbie. Definitely appreciate you engage. Really everything that all of you are doing. It's fantastic. So thank you very much. All right, we have 2 minutes just about before our next public hearing. So the floor is still open. Would anyone else like to come up to the microphone and make any comments? No news is good news. Everybody's tired. No comments. I guess we'll close the open floor session. All right. We've got about 30 seconds left. I'm going to roll right into the next public hearing. I don't anticipate anyone else showing up. So the next item is item number 5. Again, another public hearing. So this is a public hearing on the preliminary budget. And the public hearing notice reads as follows. Notice is hereby given that the tentative budget for the town of Boston for the fiscal year beginning January 1st, 2025 has been completed and filed in the office of the town clerk, where it is available for inspection by any interested person during regular office hours. Further notice is hereby given that the Boston Town Board will hold a public hearing and review said tentative budget at the Boston Town Hall, 8500 Boston State Road at 7:45 p.m. Eastern Prevailing Time on October 16th, 2024. And at such hearing, any person may be heard for or against the tentative budget as compiled or any items contained therein. Pursuant to Section 103 of Town Law, the proposed salaries of the following elected town officers are Supervisor, $47,436, Town Clerk, $58,070, 4 councilmen at $10,033, Superintendent of Highways at $83,048, 2 town justices at $23,236. An exemption report is available. This was dated September 30th, 2024, published October 4th, 2024 by order of the town board, Sandra L. Quinlan, town clerk. And again, we are an equal opportunity employer. The public hearing for the budget is now open. If anyone would like to come up and speak for or against or have any other comments, the floor is now open. Everybody's quiet. I think we need to start serving coffee. Pizza, coffee. All right. Duly noted. Pause. One more chance. Any comments? Okay. Hearing none. Last public hearing is now closed. All right. Next item is item number 2 under new business is our esteemed legislator Mills is here from Erie County, and he requested to be put on the agenda for updates. So Legislator Mills, you have the floor, sir. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Supervisor, and good evening. Thanks for having me. Try to make it around all the towns and villages I represent, which are 15. And got you tonight, and I'm going down to Gowanda in a couple of weeks and over to the Village Orchard Park to finish up. I can't report on the county budget, and we just got it the other day. So next time through, we'll have a statement on that. But on engineering projects, Back Creek Road, the famous Back Creek Road is now taken care of. Maintenance district is working on a cross culvert on Back Creek Road right now this week, and dishing drainage in some areas in Zimmerman Road. Also be patching and Rice and Back Creek. And mill and overlay, East Eden from Zenner to Keller. Oil and chip, Zenner from East Eden to Zimmerman. Oil and chip operations taking place in all the outlying areas in Erie County, including Boston, with over 69 miles of roads completed this year. Investment of over $2 million. Grants, capital projects, $35,000 went to Boys and Girls Club of Boston. Boston Library, the man just sent $2,000 again to all the libraries in my district, including Boston. And I provided the hot dogs again for Lydia over at the Boston Library. Now, a little update on the Buffalo Bills Stadium. I go by there at least 5 times a week. They check on the amount of construction going on, the amount of dirt on the road, because we had never-ending fight with the dirt that's accumulated with the construction vehicles. And I have a resident down there who keeps me advised on a weekly basis, so I make weekly turns down there. So it's coming along very nicely. I was fortunate to be a young man when they built the first one, and saw the hole in the ground back then in 1973. So this is quite a marvel, I think. I mean, they're working on it probably 7 days a week now to get the timeline for the 2026 opening of the Bills. And thank goodness they did win that game against the Jets. Anyway, it looks like good things. It's a big investment, but I found out there's a great return to our owner, Terry Pagula, in the paper, 25% equity position in the Bills, and that was worth $4 billion. I saw in the paper. Not bad, since he paid $1.7 billion for the team. So great return on investment. So that's all good stuff. Just comment real quickly on what you received, Mr. Supervisor, an 18-mile creek, exposed sewer line. we're very in touch with that one with Soil and Water District, Mark Gaston, who's in charge of that, and I serve on that board. We're going to start construction probably in a couple of weeks to take care of that issue. It is exposed, but we've got to get the permits from the DEC to tap into it. So, but that should be taken care of before winter sets in. So that is all I have for this evening. Again, it's a pleasure to be here. And I want to compliment the entire town board for the way you run the town. It's obvious by the amount of people that are here and the very little comments happening on the budget, which is also important. A little different than the board meeting I was at Orchard Park 2 weeks ago with the restructuring of the comprehensive plan and new zoning regulations, and it was a barn burner. It's very difficult. I served on that board 22 years, and I can tell you this was a real barn burner. I mean, there were people there that were screaming about issues, and they have a right to, because they've been putting up with the stadium situation, the old stadium, for 50 years.
Right.
And back then, when I was on the town board, Ralph Wilson was conducting these concerts and things, and they were getting complaints about concert goers smoking a lot of drugs and urinating in people's swimming pools in their backyard. So I can understand how concerned those people are. But some of the people want to sell their property, and some of the zoning focuses on changing it to something else. So this was very nice to have a quiet board meeting to come to. And I know a lot of those people there, as I do here. So thanks again for letting me speak this evening. Any questions at all? And Bob T-Lag is happy today. You're happy, aren't you, Bob? He's my man. He keeps me in tune what's going on the roads. And I see Jay Jackson's here today.
Yes.
Jay is a great guy. He keeps me in touch with what's going on in Boston also. So thank you.
Thank you, legislator.
Legislator.
All right. So moving along under our new business, we're going back to our normal format. We're up to item number 6, and item number 6 is resolution 2024-64 to the approval of the Deanna Drive Extension Subdivision Lighting District. And Councilman Martin, would you like to take that item?
Thank you, Supervisor. I make a proposal to accept resolution number 2024-64, which is to approve the Deanna Drive Extension Subdivision Lighting District. The improvements of the proposed constructed in the boundaries of said Deanna Drive Extension the costs will be borne by the petitioner. There'll be no cost to the town. So I make a motion to approve this extension of the lighting.
A second.
Councilwoman Selby,
Yes.
Supervisor Keating,
Yes.
Councilwoman Martin.
Yes.
Motion carried.
Okay, item number 7 is resolution 2024-65, which is the Erie County 2025 and 2026 Community Development Block Grant request. And Councilwoman Selby, would you like to take that item tonight?
Thank you, Mr. Supervisor. I'd like to make a motion to approve resolution number 2025-65, whereas the town will provide no less than 5% match of the funds, which for a first priority project. And this project is for cycle 25-26. And the first priority at this point would be rural transit service. And I'd like to make a motion to approve this resolution.
I'll second.
Councilwoman Selby,
Yes.
Supervisor Keating,
Yes.
Councilwoman Martin.
Yes.
Motion carried.
All right, next item is item number 8, which is the resolution 2024-66, which is an authorization to enter into a professional services agreement with Labella for creation and design of a construction document. And Councilwoman Martin, would you like to take that item?
Yes, Supervisor. I make a motion to approve resolution number 2024-66 to hire Labella, which we work with constantly, and they're a good resource for professional services for the design and construction of municipal improvement projects in the town of Boston, per their proposal dated July 24th, 2024, for a fee not to exceed $5,800. I make a motion to accept that.
I'll second.
Councilwoman Selby,
Yes.
Supervisor Keating?
Yes.
Councilwoman Martin?
Yes.
Motion carried.
Okay, item number 9 is Resolution 2024-67, which is amending the 2024 budget to properly account for NYSERDA Clean Energy Communities grant received. And Councilwoman Selby, would you like to take that item?
Thank you, Mr. Supervisor. I'd like to make a motion to approve resolution number 2024-67, amending the 2024 budget to increase appropriations in account A 8410-200, which is electric and power equipment, for $10,000, and increase revenues in account A 3089, other state aid, for $10,000. I'd like to make a motion to make amending the budget to appropriately accrue these, account for these expenses.
I'll second.
Councilwoman Selby?
Yes.
Supervisor Keating?
Yes.
Councilwoman Martin?
Yes.
Motion carried.
Okay, item number 10 is Resolution 2024-68, which is for an EV charging electrical installation. And Councilwoman Martin, would you like to take that item?
Yes, Supervisor. This is to amend Resolution 2024-45, which provides a procurement of electric vehicle charging station for Town Hall using Climate Smart Community Grant funds. Gray Bar Electric, in their proposal for $9,897, did not include the installation of the Blink Level 2 electric vehicle charger with the mounting pedestal. So we had to seek additional bids for the installation of said charger. And the lowest bid came in from Subsidy Electrical Services for $6,490, $490. So I make a motion to approve the amendment to the original resolution and to create resolution 2024-68.
I'll second.
Councilwoman Selby?
Yes.
Supervisor Keating?
Yes.
Councilwoman Martin?
Yes.
Motion carried.
Okay, items number 11 and 12 are for some new fire company members, which is great to see. So again, it's approval for a new member to Boston Fire Company. We have Travis Nardolio. I hope I'm pronouncing that last name correctly. And then also to the junior fighter program that Boston Fire Company has established, Claire Tartrick. And Councilwoman Selby, would you like to take those two items?
Thank you, Mr. Supervisor. I'm happy to say that we have membership applications for both Claire and Travis that passed the required background checks and were voted into membership. And I'd like to approve their application. Claire Tartik for junior firefighter and Travis Nardilio for the regular new member.
I'll second.
Councilwoman Selby?
Yes.
Supervisor Keating?
Yes.
Councilwoman Martin?
Yes.
Motion carried.
Okay, item 13 is the Town of Boston Planning Board appointment request for Anthony Braunscheidel for an alternate member, and the term is going to be through December 31st, 2026. And Councilwoman Martin, would you like to take that item?
Yes, Supervisor, I would like to make a motion to approve Anthony Braunscheidel for an alternate member of the Boston Planning Board, serving a term through till December 31st, 2026.
I'll second.
Councilwoman Selby?
Yes.
Supervisor Keating?
Yes.
Councilwoman Martin?
Yes.
Motion carried.
Okay, the last item for our new business tonight, item number 14, is for the Code Enforcement Officer request to attend the 2024 Association of Towns Planning and Zoning School. And Councilwoman Martin, would you like to take that item?
Yes, I make a motion to approve Code Enforcement Officer Thomas Murphy's request to attend the 2024 Association of Towns Planning and Zoning School in Amherst, New York. I make a motion to approve his reimbursement for that school.
I'll second.
Councilwoman Selby?
Yes.
Supervisor Keating?
Yes.
Councilwoman Martin?
Yes.
Motion carried.
All right, that is it. We do not have any old business tonight, so we'll move on to reports and presentations. Highway Superintendent, you have the floor.
Yes, thank you, Mr. Supervisor. First, I'd like to report that brush pickup is over for the fall. We'll be around again next April 1st. Leaf pickup might start tomorrow or Friday. Anybody in town looking for leaves, we're gonna have plenty of leaves to give away. So if you live in town and want some leaves, we'll be glad to deliver them to you. And that's all I have tonight.
Thank you very much. And Councilwoman Selby, you have the floor.
Thank you, Mr. Supervisor. I'd like to thank Legislator Mills for coming out tonight. It's always good to see you. And you had some great updates and information on our roads. So thanks for your time for giving us that information. Also, this is the first time I was not able, due to a conflict, to attend last week's budget presentation. But I did take a look at the slides, 200 pages of them. It was quite detailed and so much information. Ellie did a fantastic job. I don't think there's any place, like you said, around here that does a presentation like that at a town or a school. I can tell you our school budget presentation is an overview of maybe 10 or 12 slides. So this, you knocked it out of the park, and I'm sorry I missed it, but I got the gist of it. Also, I'd like to thank Deputy Town Clerk Constance Bergwald for her years of service, and I wish her well in her new career. And I thank alternate planning board member Anthony Breinscheitel for coming up to the plate. We always need new volunteers. And that is all I have for tonight.
Thank you very much. Councilwoman Martin, you have the floor.
I'm going to ditto everything Kathy just said. Thanks, Kathy. But shout out to Ellie again for being so thorough and helping out with the budget, and makes it very easy to understand every aspect of what we all vote on up here. So thank you so much. That's all I have.
Thank you. Madam Clerk, you have the floor.
Thank you, Supervisor Keating. So there is a little goodie bag up here from Legislator Mills. I don't want to open everyone's gift, but I'm going to. It's for the community. So Legislator Mills is kind enough to provide us some pamphlets and information that is very handy and relevant to all of our residents. So this is a park guide. Everyone is certainly welcome to them. I leave them out on the table or else in my office. It can fit in your car, in your motorcycle, your pedal bike, whatever you choose. It covers the local parks that are here. Definitely worth looking at this time of year. The leaves are beautiful, so I'll certainly take advantage of that. Hotspot fishing. That's this is something he's been providing to us for quite a few years. It's for the lakes in the Erie County, right? Erie County, state of New York. Yellow Dot program. I think everyone should have one of these. Okay, it's not just for elderly, it is for everyone. You fill this out, and that way when you have to call emergency services, they'll be able to find this. People put this in a Ziploc bag and put it on their refrigerator, or they leave a note that says it's in their freezer someplace. So emergency services, if it's a sheriff, a trooper, Boston EMS, they come to your house, this is valuable, especially if there's not someone else there to report what may be your emergency situation that's going on. Erie County Department of Senior Services is a great list of all kinds of programs and contact information for services in Erie County. Larger print, better for everyone to read. And of course, a little pamphlet on Legislator Mills, a little bit about himself and what he has done as our legislator. That's what I have. Thank you, sir. I appreciate it. And so Connie Bearwell was my deputy for 3 years. I'm going to keep myself together. She was wonderful. Her last day was Friday, October 11th. I'm thrilled for her that her mission is complete, as she has completed the dental hygiene program. She has accomplished that and passed all 3 parts of a board exam. She was able to secure a full-time position as a dental hygienist. So I know that she will do well in her new career. I think that everyone can agree that has ever come in contact with anyone who has come in contact with Connie, whether it be an employee of the town or a resident of this town. She is a positive, cordial, knowledgeable, pleasant employee, and most importantly, has demonstrated all of those things here in the town of Boston. So I'm sure she will take those qualities with her to her new position. So, and the fall book sale for our Boston Library is October 12th through October 26th. They have books, movies, music, and more, something for everyone. All of these items are only 25 cents each. So certainly take advantage of that sale. And there is a flyer like this out on the table in the front of the in the front of the building. Early voting will start here at the town hall on Saturday, October 26th. That will go through November 3rd. Weekends, voting hours are 9 to 5 and weekdays 12 to 9. There is no voting on Monday, November 4th. Being election day is November 5th. And on November 5th, election day, you would report to your normal polling location. Blood drive is also that day, so that will take place here in the courtroom, not the community room. Some other events here in town. Churchill still has a fish dinner this Friday, and Faith United Church of Christ will have their craft and flea market on Saturday and Sunday. That's all I have. Thank you.
All right. Thank you very much. First off, Legislator Mills, thank you for stopping out tonight. Definitely appreciate it. Also, thank you, big thank you. The Boys and Girls Club, which is something that was relatively new when we came in as the new board. Boys and Girls Club has been always supported by Legislator Mills, and I thank you for that financial support. That goes a long way of helping the children in our community. So that will help them out. And also the library funds. If you don't happen to know Lydia Heron, she is a director for the Boston Free Library. She does an amazing job down there. Truly, anybody at the county that I speak to that happens to know Lydia, she does an amazing job. She really runs it very well, and those funds I know she will make go for a long way. And how that library serves our community with the events and other things that she does to give back. I would like to also thank Connie Barrowalt for her service. Connie and the town clerk and I, we spend quite a bit of time together on a routine basis, putting together the town board packet. We meet on a bi-weekly basis, so to speak. And I agree with the town clerk. She's done a great job. She's very prudent on getting information within departments. We will miss her, but we certainly wish her all the best in her new endeavors. I would also just like to thank Achino Paving. One of the things that they did also do kind of go above and beyond. That was a recent, there's a resolution where we authorized work to be done here on town property. But one of the things that Achino went above and beyond for is while he was out here, I reached out to him to see if he could give a quote to the Boston Free Library in Lydia for some potholes that were on their property. And at no charge to the library, he went out there, before he did our project, he went out there a couple days ahead of time and got all that taken care of. So I wanted to give a shout out and acknowledgement to Achino. Just goes to show when everybody works together, we can get things done for sure. The rural transit van, if you haven't seen it yet, there's a new van that's out behind the town hall. The old van will soon be departing the town of Boston. That was sold at auction. But there's a new van. I did touch base on this at the last board meeting. If anyone is interested in driving for rural transit, there's only one driver that serves our community and others that are in part of that geographic area. So if you're interested, have some free time, please reach out to rural transit, to either Sunny or to Sharon. Let them know that you're interested. There's not a heavy lift. You just have to go through some basic training, but it's a great service. And there's a brand new set of wheels. It's all wheel drive. So it's a lot easier to drive than the rear wheel drive van that's out there right now. Want to touch base on the design and construction document that we approved tonight. We do have some members of our comprehensive plan committee that's in the audience tonight. That design and construction standards will definitely go a long way. Over the years that we've been here as town board members, there's been, I'll chalk it up to lessons learned on how to do better. So this design and construction standards, whether it's a developer, a homeowner, or otherwise, there will be a document that will take our codes and take the design and construction standards and make it essentially a step-by-step process on what needs to be done, how it needs to be done, the specifications. It's a great document. I appreciate the board supporting this, but it will go a long way for the community for many years to come. So as long as due diligence is performed and that document is kept updated, it should be a living document. So should codes change or the planning board comes to whoever's at the town board with a suggestion, that document should also be changed up as well. So looking forward to that as a new document here for the town. Pickleball courts, I've had a few phone calls. The nets are in at long last. I know at the last meeting I said they weren't in yet. The next day, once you know it, they showed up. So they are here. I don't know if they're going to get up before the snow flies. I had a conversation with Parks. They may keep them down until the winter season is over just because there's a frost threat tonight, but we'll see how things shake out. But the nets are here. I promise they will be up as soon as they possibly can be. And we also picked up some paddle holders. That was also another request from the community. So be paddle holders that'll be attached to the fencing out there for that benefit. The other thing I did want to update on is water. We've been talking about water a lot. We're going to be talking about it a lot more. Water phase one, which was supposed to start at the end of this month, is likely going to be maybe this year now, not a definite this year, and possibly pushed out to next year. The reason being the contractor that was awarded the bid, they had an ongoing project. They were awarded additional work. This was something that was known ahead of time, but they were awarded additional work. So they're going to stay there, finish up that work, and then come back to the town. So if we have a mild winter like last year, construction will start before the year's end. If Mother Nature decides not to play nice with us and dumps a bunch of snow on us, and the frost line gets too deep, they won't do any work until the spring, until the building construction starts. So that's water phase one. Phase two is possibly going to be moving forward next year. We don't have a time frame on that, but just to give a quick update, there we did apply for the Water Improvement Infrastructure Act, which is known as WIA funding. This is our fourth turn at applying for this, and Ellie did a great job at the budget presentation explaining that we've thrown our hat in multiple times seeking millions of dollars in funding. Hopefully we have some kind of funding on this award, but we are also understanding that if we don't receive the funding, we are going to probably move forward with that phase two project. We can't delay this anymore. We've delayed it enough, and we'll be moving forward on. So just want to provide an update there. Code Review Committee, with all this work with comprehensive plan, the design and construction standards, if anyone is interested in being on the Code Review Committee, this is going to be kind of the next community engagement opportunity for any of you that are interested. Please reach out to my office. Please reach out to the planning board chairman or even Councilwoman Lukacek. But we are going to be looking at our codes, modernizing and updating and making sure everything's where it needs to be. There's a lot changing at the state level, which does have kind of a ripple effect on our codes. We need to make sure all of those things are done. So if you'd like to be part of that and give back to your community and be involved, please let us know. We'll be happy to have you on that committee. And last but not least, I did kind of admittedly save the best for last. Ellie, I'd like to thank you for all your hard work. There's truly not a day that doesn't go by that your work is certainly recognized on many levels, but I do see it day in and day out, and I will publicly acknowledge I know how lucky I am to have both you and Allison as part of my team, but you put a lot into the budget. I know we have conversations, and I always appreciate the dialogue, because I've always said that you and I can have very open communication, and you can always challenge my thoughts or opinions on things. And I always appreciate that of our team. So thank you for everything you do. Thank you for a decent budget this year. Publicly, we're under the 2% tax cap. I know that's the big key number that everybody focuses on, but that's something that we do spend a lot of time at and take a really hard look at as we're putting everything together with contractual obligations and other things. So Ellie, thank you for everything you do. It's much appreciated. And with that, I will make a motion to end the meeting at 8:12 p.m.
I'll second.
Councilwoman Selby,
Yes.
Supervisor Keating.
Yes.
Councilwoman Martin.
Yes.
Motion carried. Meeting adjourned.